Yo, what's good? It's your boy Patrick, aka Patty freaking Clips, here again with another special video. We're trying to do some new content, keep it fresh for you guys on the channel. For those who are tuning in, this is a special one. I am going to show off, well, how little it is, my collection of manga that I have so far. These are actual physical copies. I do think it's very important if you have the ability to support authors by buying the official licensed manga or anime if that's what you prefer. I do recommend it. It's important that if we want to keep these arts and these amazing works, we want to support the authors in the way that's right. So I'm going to show off what I got. Like I said, I don't have too much. I think for me, for the series that are really important to me, I do try to go out and get at least a volume one, the first volume, just as like a reminder, like as a look back, something I can really enjoy. So yeah, I have a bunch of volume ones of some series. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about them. Some of them you might not have heard of, but these are things that mean a lot to me. Uh, Regardless of price, or the fact that they're just essentially comic books. They're just pictures in a book, but they do mean a lot to me. So I'm just gonna go over a few. We're gonna start with one series, probably a little lesser known. There probably are some people out there who have messed with it, but we got Bito. This is gonna be the fourth volume. Itsuwari Bito is a very, very unique story. Really, really interesting. Essentially, it focuses on the idea of lying and whether you can lie for good. Like whether some lies can be from a good place. So the main character had a situation where something had happened to him, and he decided that from now on he was only going to lie. But he's not a bad person. So he tries to do good. And he does it by lying. Very, very interesting, really unique series. So that's what we started with. Now I got the first 5 volumes coming up, of an amazing piece of work that I truly love, and that would be Shaman King. Shaman King's really dope. It's an older series. Obviously, it's shonen. It's really cool. It has to do a lot with spirits, and a lot of combat, a lot of action. It's really, 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 really interesting. Um, and I had to pick this one up. So yeah, I got Shaman King 1. We got 2. This is the main character, obviously, on the front. I got 4. 3, I think, is still actually locked away. And there we go with 5. So I got the first 5 volumes of Shaman King. To me, Shaman King was really cool. When I was younger, I did get a lot into older animes, Trigun, Shaman King, Cowboy Bebop, some of these older series that aren't quite as relevant now. But Shaman King to me is really, really good. It's really solid. If you like, the standard main character goes on a journey, has to get stronger, defeat his opponents. He's a real good guy. Shaman King is dope. You should definitely look into it. All right, moving on. We got a special little one right here. Um, this is from an author most people probably do know, but this was a series that he made before his quote unquote hit series. I thought this was pretty big. To me, it is very solid. And in my opinion, I actually prefer this series over his quote unquote more popular series. And that would be from our man hero with Rave Master. So Rave Master is from Hero. He also writes Fairy Tail. So obviously a lot of people know Fairy Tail. I am not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail, I thought Fairy Tail had some bright moments, but all in all, I do prefer Rave Master. Yet again, one of the older series, but really, really solid. Really cool concept, and obviously characters you love. The art is a little bit, it's not bad, but obviously things continue to evolve, and that's why you see, like, especially in old classic series like One Piece. I mean, One Piece is still going around, 23 years strong, and the art has just ever grown. It's only getting better. So I think had Hero continue with Rave, not that he should have. I think Rave Master as a whole is very solid, but I think the art would have grown too. Now moving on, these are a lot of shonen. So this was still going on with the big three. They had introduced a few new series. One that with me that's really cool, a really interesting character, especially the mysterious father. That would be Food Wars. That would be Shujaku no Soma. It's a cooking manga, which is a little bit different, I know, but they do a good job spicing it up, making it really. It seems action packed, even though it's cook-offs and stuff like that. They do a really good job. Story's really interesting. Some fan service when people are trying dishes. So that's one thing. If that's not for you, just one little precursor, one warning. But very good. I was Rave Master 1, Soma, or Food Wars 1 as well. Then we got a classic one, bro. I know a lot of people watch the anime, but the manga has been excellent for a long time, other than being a little bit all over the place. That would be the GOAT, One Punch Man. This is One Punch Man 1. Man, obviously love it. Not much more you could say about it. Saitama is the GOAT. There's the back for you. Super, super dope. One Piece 1. For me, One Punch Man is really cool. I did read a little bit before it actually converted and became a full-fledged manga. So when it was still kind of on the webtoon status. So One Punch Man is definitely dope. Definitely a must-have for me. And obviously the first season of the anime was gorgeous. It was amazing. Well done. Now I do have more coming up with this series and a couple other series, but I wanted to show off these as well. These are available. They're a little bit different, but they're really cool to have. That would be character books. So this is the Naruto character book. Obviously Kishimoto, the artist of Naruto. So this has all the details about moves, jutsu, as well as character heights, information, backstories. Has a lot of cool information, some cool art as well, a couple little backstories. So it's really cool, like addition to having the actual series of Naruto. Obviously, as you can see, my poster, I have Naruto One Piece poster. To me, I'm not saying the best series of all time, but to me they were very influential, and they have an important place that I don't think can be replaced. So regardless of how good the series is, what they meant to me and where I am now, obviously they got a special spot. Now probably number 3 in my opinion of the old big 3 would be some more character books we got. We got the we'll go with the first one first. We got the first Bleach character book. And these Bleach books are gorgeous, by the way. As you can tell, this one is in less than satisfactory condition. This is a book I actually really enjoyed reading. So I actually used it a bunch. The edges are worn, but I don't regret it. It is a beautiful book, but it's really cool diving into that information of characters that are really interesting in Bleach that didn't necessarily get the shine that you would have hoped. So yeah, this guy is worn, a little bit used, but these character books are really in depth, super super dope. And obviously they got the hollow Ichigo hair glowing, super 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 cool. All right, after that, we have the second character book, which I did take a little bit better care of, and that would be Masked for Bleach. Same style, the hollow cover, and then you got the same text on the background. So this the second character book, because of the length of Bleach and One Piece and Naruto were all at the same time. They were coming out weekly, both in anime and manga. So the second character book covers the later half of the series. So it talks about the Visored as well as the Rancor in detail. So super dope. These are some of my favorite. I just think they're obviously gorgeous, gorgeous covers. A lot of cool information as well. All right, and then real quick, we do have another cool little Bleach book. This is color Bleach. It's a color walk style. So it's really cool. Just a bunch of art. A little spin-off series in there as well. So, all right, moving on to another series. Obviously older, but to me, it's very important. The story is really important. What the main character stood for, to me, is very important. I think we need a little bit more of this. To be honest, being selfless, understanding the things you've done wrong, and working towards correcting those, bettering yourself, and making a difference, and trying to impact people positively. He didn't necessarily do all of that, but he did recognize that he did wrong, and he spent his life trying to redeem that and do good. So I love that, and that would be obviously Roanoa Kenshin. Roanoa Kenshin is really important to me. In terms of manga, I just sped through the manga. It does have an older anime. I wish it would be cool if it got a little re up like Hunter x Hunter did. That would be really cool for Kenshin. Um, it's just an important story to me. I fully stand by the way it's written and the writing of the main character, and what he stands for and how he behaves. To me, it's just a classic. It always will be. All right, moving on. This is I like I said, I do have more Naruto here on the other side, but this one is really important to me. That would be Naruto Volume 25. Um, this would be the middle of the Naruto Sasuke fight from Part One. Um, as I said in tons of videos, and anybody who knows me knows, when it comes to anime and manga, it was that Naruto and Sasuke fight that got me into anime. Um, so if it wasn't for that fight, seeing that anime, being excited by it, and then branching off to all these other series, whether in manga or anime form, I do attribute that to the Naruto Sasuke fight because I was young and I was excited by the action. But to me, it does hold a special spot. So I had to cop that Naruto 25. I believe I do have the whole fight, which would be I think 24 to 27, something like that. So all right, moving on. I know people get confused. This got a couple different animes with a couple different stories. You can look into to figure out the differences. One just follows the manga more, whereas the other kind of elaborates on the story and does its own thing. For me, it's still really dope. That would be Full Metal Alchemist. Obviously, Volume 1. This is 31. So this would be 1, 2, 3. Full Metal Alchemist is a beautiful story. Um, it has everything you want. It's amazing, and for me, as someone who has a special bond to my brother as well, having a series about two brothers who, through thick and thin, didn't necessarily always do the things the right way, but they stuck together, had a mission, and committed to it, and had each other's backs no matter what. To me, that has a special spot, because I can relate to it. So, Full Metal Alchemist, beautiful, beautiful story. If you haven't read Full Metal Alchemist or you haven't seen the anime, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is gorgeous. And we got a cool one here. So, like I said, same as Naruto, I do have a few more One Piece. Obviously, the one that I showed in the 10th anniversary, I'll show off again just for a second. But I do have a special one. That would be the One Piece. Um, just a random chapter. But the thing that's important about this one is this is actually in Indonesian. So my sister was able to get this for me in Indonesia, where she is. Obviously, I miss her greatly. She's very important to me. So this has a special place. As you can see, it's still wrapped. Still in plastic. Probably will never open it. So it's the one thing of One Piece I have in a different language in Indonesian. So obviously it has a very, very special place. So I thought it was pretty cool. All right, here we go into some big boys. So obviously we got the Naruto 1, Naruto Volume 1. I remember when I got into Naruto, this is post Naruto Sasuke fight, going back to the beginning and seeing, man, everyone can feel and relate to the way that Naruto felt in the beginning of the series. I truly believe that. We've all had a moment of loneliness, of rejection, feeling like everyone around us was making a joke of us. At one time or another, you felt that way. And to see somebody who felt that way fight through that and become who he became, it's truly amazing. By who he became, I mean excluding Boruto, so get that out of my face. But Naruto, along with One Piece and a few other series, has a big place in my heart. So Volume 1, very important. All right, we got a cool little volume here. Obviously, I love the cover art. Um, and this is uh, one of the most emotional sequences of One Piece. Even just thinking about it and reading, just flipping through it real quick, it gets me emotional. But that would be the Marineford War. As you can see on the cover, we got Luffy, we got Garp, we got Sengoku, we have the three admirals. This is when Luffy is fighting to rescue Ace. Man, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the tippy top of the mountain when it comes to writing beautiful stories that really have you emotionally hooked. So this, man, I had to get the Marineford War volume. Super, super dope, man. One of the most emotional moments in One Piece, probably in all of anime. I put it up there with the moments with Jiraiya. Those types of things, man. It's just legendary. Obviously, at this point, you already know that I'm a One Piece nerd, a One Piece head. I do love One Piece. So we got One Piece East Blue, One Piece 1, the very first volume of One Piece. So beautiful art of Luffy there on the back. I think One Piece does start a little bit slow, but man, it's so beautifully told. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. It all interconnects. You truly feel like you're in the world of One Piece the way that Oda writes, even the surroundings around the main characters. So One Piece, obviously, very special spot. Moving on, we got a newer series. A lot of people like. I do. I am a big fan. I don't agree with everything, but obviously this is why we read stories. We're interested, and then we can speak about them and talk about what they meant. Um, so we got the big Attack on Titan with the Colossal on the cover. This is Attack on Titan 1. Um, Man, Attack on Titan is such a different type of story, man. I really did enjoy it. Even now, if you have no experience with Attack on Titan and you want kind of like a post-apocalyptic or current, kind of going through a current apocalypse, Attack on Titan can definitely do that for you. Beautiful writing, really cool characters. The main character, but he develops, so that's what's important in a series. I think obviously when a main character that continues to evolve and grow. So Attack on Titan, very, very, very good. Moving on, after the big three left Shonen Jump, after Bleach, well, not the big three. One Piece is still going on, but Bleach and Naruto finished. They said their goodbyes. We had a few series come in. Not to take their places or anything like that. Just try to get their own foothold. These guys all grew up reading One Piece, reading Naruto. So I know for them to be in the same magazine obviously would be a huge blessing. But a great story here about never giving up, sticking, holding to your values, stand up for what you believe in, even when you're not the strongest or the toughest. Just always fighting to the end. My Hero Academia. We got All Might, Deku on the cover, Mioria. That would be My Hero 1. Okay, well, I'm not sure why they got that. Okay. Cool, and now, the last thing I got to show off, I know it's been a long video. I appreciate you guys sticking in there, taking a look at a little bit of my manga collection. There's some things I definitely need. I definitely need some Cowboy Bebop. I definitely need some Trigun. Those are some things that I was involved in when I was a lot younger when I was first getting started. So I'd love to have some stuff of that. But last but not least, what I got is going to be Volume 1 of Assassination Classroom. Once again, super interesting, super different. Long story short, a class at a school, regular class, ends up with a superhuman Martian as a teacher, and essentially he's teaching them to assassinate him. And if they fail, he's going to destroy the world. So Assassination Classroom, super interesting, super funny. It's kind of a gag manga a little bit, but there's some really cool moments. The art is great. Story is cool. So Assassination Classroom, definitely one to look at if you enjoy something a little more laid back. Really, really cool. And then real quick, I know I already showed it, but obviously it's something I'm super proud of. Means a great deal to me, especially because, obviously something like this isn't cheap, but price does not matter to me. It would be the One Piece volume that I have. It is in the Dressrosa arc. Obviously, this guy is in Japanese, and this would be the manga chapter that is signed by Ichiro Oda himself. Looks like this signature was on book with a Sharpie. So obviously this means a lot to me. To have something that I love so much be signed by the person who created it. I keep it in a box. Obviously I'm never gonna read it. Other than these two videos, I've never held it really. Since I got it, but that was also a gift from my lovely sister. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. A few different things, a few character books. Definitely love the volume ones. They mean a lot to me. More to go. I haven't actively started pursuing these series, these volumes. So once I get into that, my collection will probably grow significantly. And if it does, obviously I'll keep you guys updated. So if you like this type of content, obviously like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know. We'll see what we can do. I'm definitely looking forward to getting some more, some cooler stuff. I would love to get something signed by Kishimoto or by the author of Trigun. So that would be really cool, something to look forward to. Cowboy Bebop Netflix special coming out. One Piece is supposed to have a special on One Piece as well, or One Piece supposed to have a series on Netflix as well. So a few things to look forward to here in the future. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. That's it from me. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time, okay? Have a good one.